Glad to be practicing with the air conditioning back on this week.
Yeah, it was still a little warm in here today, but I asked him to make sure. I said, "You sure it's on?" And he goes, "Well, it's 101 outside, but you never know here because you're inside all day." So, but yeah, felt a little bit better. We got more done because we don't have to wipe up the floor every time. Because some of these guys, every time they go down, it's just, it's somebody could slip on it.
Your favorite time of the year? Big Ten's about to start. Really, the grind. The ante's been up. It's all in at this point too. I mean, how are you feeling?
20 matches, 10 weeks. Here we go. Home and away, and excited. And I told the team today. I said some of the teams in the other conferences, they may not play another top 10 ranked team, for the next 10 weeks. And we're going to be playing a top 10 team every week, pretty much. So it's, it's a great challenge, and it's a great conference, and we got to go from good to great.
You use something like 7 or 8 different lineups or rotations in your 9 matches. What are the positives and negatives of that now as you head into the Big Ten?
I don't know if there are positives. Everybody's gotten to play, so there's the positive. There's nobody that hasn't gotten to play. The negatives are, I'd rather be in a consistent system, but we've got a team that can handle it really well, so it's worked out, and we've had to adjust, and the great ones adjust.
Are you going to continue to tinker, or do you want to find a system that works and run with it as long as you can?
That's a great question. It just, depends on Nicklin comes back. It depends if Allie comes back. I mean, there's a lot of unknowns. So right now we have a group that, we went with last week. So we played 2 matches with the same group. So hopefully we can get a consistent lineup.
Are there timelines of return still kind of like unknown?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Allie was in practice today, so Nicklin's not even here, so I don't know. I got enough to do without trying to follow these guys around. That's Jolene's job.
What did you learn from the last 2 matches against ranked opponents that you can use to help the team practice for the Big Ten?
Got to win close games. In Sanford we didn't. Kentucky we did.
What was the difference in that close game in Kentucky compared to the close games?
We made plays to win it. Becca went back, hit 2 really tough serves, and they hit out, and we turned the other one, but Becca initiated the whole thing by 2 really good serves to give us a chance. And when they had match game point, we sided out when we needed to. So we made plays when we had to. That was the difference. And I think we were down 23-21, and we got back and tied it, and when you work to get back, if you can finish it, it's a big momentum change, and that was a big change for us.
Big Ten fans have had it pretty good the last few years with Red Key and Stivrins and Samity. What's the next wave of players look like across the league?
I haven't seen Michigan State yet, but Ohio State's got great players. They got Mac Perdoza's. Everybody's the Big Ten people said she's the best player in the conference, and the Radar's Riley, I'm not sure how to say her last name, has lit us up, and London's a great player. So I mean, that'll be a start this weekend. And again, I haven't looked at Michigan State yet because we'll look at them later in the week. So I think they have that middle that's been there, seems like forever. Poland, who's been there forever. I feel like she's been there ever since I started in the Big Ten. But so there's a great player. We're playing against great players every week.
Ohio State's only 4-4, but 7 of their 8 matches were against ranked teams. What kind of, how does that non-conference set you up? Obviously, good competition, but you also take some losses.
Yeah, well, they've been through the worst, so I'm sure their RPI is really high, and they've played the toughest non-conference schedule in the country.
You mentioned Becca kind of started those runs of the late games. I mean, are you tinkering? You said you're tinkering with her serve too. I mean, what are you trying to get out of her serve to make it more?
Just some technical adjustments so she can be more consistent. So it's kind of hit or miss. We're trying to get it to be hit. Maybe take a little off, and it's just like if you're playing golf, you're not going to hit the driver as hard as you can every time. You got to sometimes just put it down the fairway. She's got to put it down the fairway.
What adjustments have you made since the Nicklin's been out?
We haven't made any adjustments. I mean, we've had that lineup, and that's what we've gone with. Kennedy came in, that was it.
Coach Jordan Larson was announced as a volunteer assistant for Midland today. What's your reaction to her joining the coaching ranks again here in Nebraska?
I think Nebraskans will love that. Midland's very fortunate. I wish she would be here with us. I'm actually going to see her this weekend, so but I think she wants to stay involved, and I think she's going to be leaving here to go overseas soon, so she won't be here the whole fall. But it's great. I mean, she's told me her dreams to eventually live in Nebraska and coach in Nebraska, so she's starting to plant the roots for that.
Have you ever talked to her about coaching, or
Yeah, we've talked a lot.
but never about at Nebraska specifically?
Well, not. I mean, when Tyler left, I had a conversation with her, but she was in China, and her husband was coaching Pepperdine. So I mean, timing's got to be right. We got to have opening, but I could see someday her coaching here, most definitely.
More questions? Okay.
Okay, guys, thanks.
Thank you, Coach.